Hey everybody, welcome to Thingamajigger Thursday, where I go over a unique and uncommon tool once a week. So today we're going to go over this weird looking wrench from last week, and if you hang around for just a few minutes, we'll go over this sneak peek for next week. And if you like these videos, please take a quick second to hit that like button. Let's jump right into it. All right, I love a good challenge, and I hate to admit it, but I am defeated at this point after hours and hours and hours of online research. We did have a suggestion that it might be a wheel bearing or a hub wrench of some sort, which kind of makes sense. You know, this pry bar looking end here kind of looks like something you would pry out, like a wheel bearing seal or something like that. And that looks like it could be used for a hub nut wrench. Why the hammer would be there, I'm not entirely sure. But I did find some photos on eBay and WorthClick or something like that that shows what this wrench is. And here's a couple of those photos right now. So looking at these photos, I can tell that this is the exact same tool. Now this doesn't have the markings that that tool does. Those tools say Moore and Kling, Boston, Massachusetts, or Boston, and then they've got a number 2273 that's right down here with a 186 stamped on one of the two sides. And I've looked this one over from every which angle I can using light and shadows, and I don't want to clean it. So I don't know if this is just an early model of the exact same tool that, you know, prior to them stamping in the, or casting in the names and the numbers, or if this one's really just that corroded, but it just honestly doesn't look that corroded. It's still got fairly sharp edges all the way around where it should. The hook is still there. You know, if you take a close look at that hook, if it was so corroded that the raised numbers and letters that would have been on it, so I don't know, maybe it's just a Chinese knockoff. I don't think we had those back then. And this is from the 1910 to 1930 range, ballpark. Everything that I've been able to nail down for sure is that it's a Moore and Kling, either a gas station multi-tool, hammer wrench, or like a pumping truck, like a petroleum truck that carries maybe kerosene or heating oil, something like that. And all I can think is, you know, maybe they use the pry bar end to pry off lids of barrels. The wrench obviously is for a nut of some sort, or a bolt maybe. Maybe the old kind of barrels had bung plugs that used that size. I don't know. And I have tried to look up patent numbers. I've tried to look up, you know, the company itself, which has long been out of business. So again, I'll lean on everybody else to kind of shoot me some ideas here. My next stop in trying to figure out exactly what this was used for is to take a photo of this and the description to some of the forums. I found plenty of forums that talk about old Moore and Kling stuff. But I wasn't able to find this particular tool in those forums. So I don't know if I'll have to actually join one of those forums to figure it out or not. But that's what we're looking at. Moore and Kling, INC, Boston, Massachusetts. Tool number was 2273 with a 186 on it. So that's where we are on that. I'd really appreciate if somebody else had a better knowledge of you know, the 1920s and 30s. But that's where it is for now. I will get back to that, I promise. I will keep digging and we'll figure it out. All right, so here's next week's sneak peek tool. Adel Tool Company. I won't show you the other side that's got the actual part number on it, but kind of like a plier action to it. It's got this little spring-loaded mechanism up here at the top. You can squeeze it down. Hopefully the camera can get that. If you got any ideas on what that guy is, go ahead and throw it in the comments section and we'll go over it next week. All right, well, that's all I got for you this week. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button. We'll see you next Thursday.